What is up, Starseeds? It's Sid, and as you can see, I have 6 tarot card decks here with me today. And if you haven't watched my video on the major arcana, I definitely recommend that. Okay, I know the minor arcana is it just is harder to learn, okay? So, totally get it if you're watching this video just because you need a refresher on the minor. Or you're just a beginner learning. Either is great, okay? I welcome all of you guys. But if you are interested in what each of these decks are, obviously this is the classic Rider-Waite, but I explain my 6 tarot card decks. I give the names of the decks and everything in the beginning of my major arcana video. So if you are interested in that, if you really like a certain deck, please go check that video out to see what the deck is and all that, okay? So I have my 6 decks here because I just think it's really cool to see all of the artwork, okay? Obviously you can see it's the Ace of Earth that we're going to start with here, or the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Coins, okay, depending on what each deck calls it. But I'm probably going to zoom in, I don't know, probably not honestly, because you can really see them all kind of good. This one is a bit harder to see because the lighting is kind of dark in here, but obviously all the artwork is very different for each deck, so I just thought it's interesting to see all the different artwork while I'm explaining each card, okay? So as you can see, we are starting off here with Pentacles, and if you guys would like to fast forward to a certain card or a certain suit, please do that, okay? We are going to do Pentacles first, and then Swords, and then Wands, and then Cups, okay? Because I just think in terms of earth, air, fire, water, that's just how I always kind of organize the elements for some reason. Anyways, there's timestamps in the description if you want to fast forward to a certain part, but we are going to get into it, guys, starting with Earth. So first, I just kind of want to say something about the whole suit of Earth and Pentacles, okay? Also, if you're using playing cards for tarot cards, I'm going to have a video on this in the future, but I think that clubs represents Pentacles or Earth, but some people say diamonds. I say clubs without a doubt, but that's just me. Okay, getting into the first card here, the Ace of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is an opportunity, okay? This is a new venture. This is like a seed planted. There is potential here, okay? This is like an offer of stability. This is abundance. This is prosperity meant to come, okay? In reverse, this card can mean like a missed chance, a lost opportunity, possibly a bad investment, infertility of some area of life, you know, and really just like a lack of abundance or security. Moving on now to the Two of Earth, or the Two of Pentacles, okay? I do apologize. I'm going to be flipping, 6 different cards here with each transition, but that's just how it's going to be. It's not going to take me too long. So, check out these pretty cards, alright? The Two of Pentacles is about priorities, okay? It's about balancing decisions, adapting to change, okay? Testing waters, not really wanting to commit. As you can see in like the classic deck, this guy is just really like balancing kind of like these decisions and not really picking one yet, okay? It can mean you're really busy, or you're kind of just like in a predicament where you're like, I don't know what to do, but it really means like a change is coming, okay? In reverse, this card can mean feeling overwhelmed, disorganized, like a loss of balance, okay? Not very adaptful, not handling responsibility well. So, moving on to the Three of Earth, or the Three of Pentacles, okay? Oh my god. I don't know what this deck's trying to do here. Here we go. So, the Three of Pentacles is really about teamwork and collaboration. That's like the first thing anyone will really tell you about it, okay? It's about building, working towards and for the future. It's like about coexisting, but really about hard work and just growth, okay? In reverse, this card can mean like a lack of teamwork, like a conflict within the group, okay? Feeling disorganized, or just like not passionate enough to work towards the future. Moving on to the Four of Earth, or the Four of Pentacles. Okay. This deck just wants to mess up my whole thing here. Alright. So, the Four of Earth is about security, stability, okay, conservation, and control, really. It can mean being careful with money, okay, not wanting to let go or share something, and just being kind of closed off. In reverse, this can kind of go two different ways. It can mean not being careful with money, or it could mean greediness, stinginess, possessiveness, okay, instability, or just feeling insecure. So, Five of Earth, or the Five of Pentacles. This is about poverty, okay, insecurity, really just like a need, okay, like a need to change, but it's not happening for some reason, okay, because you're like not seeking help. You're not like looking for your resources, really just kind of slacking, or lacking, slacking, kind of same thing. In reverse, this can mean improvement, recovery, progression, okay, charity, finally getting emotional, physical, and or financial help. All right. So, the Six of Earth, or the Six of Pentacles now. Ooh, I really love this card, okay. It's always been a card that I pulled a lot when I first started tarot. So, Six of Pentacles is about sharing, charity, generosity, willingness, support, you know, just being very caring, giving and receiving. It's like a balance, okay? This is like trust and compassion. And really, it's like a breakthrough, okay? This can come at like the end of like a amazing spread or reading you did, and it's just like boom, like breakthrough, okay? This can mean like a message is coming to you. This is just like a good luck card, okay? In reverse, this can mean you're not giving, so you're not receiving, you're not being genuine, okay? This could mean like there's a strings attached offer, stinginess, domination, just like power over something. Moving on now to the Seven of Earth, or the Seven of Pentacles. I just love how there's so many different looking decks. I thought it would be cool to show them all, so you get all the visuals, alright? Seven of Pentacles is about hard work, okay? It's about just like persevering through something. as you can see, like, this says 7 of Earth, depletion, okay? And this guy is just like, ugh. Okay, so this is like, it's a very strong-willed and diligent card, but it's also really about patience and waiting to see reward for your work done, okay? That's what this is about. It makes you feel depleted when, you know, you aren't being appreciated for your hard work. So in reverse, this card can really mean work without results, kind of lack of reward, okay? It could be talking about a distraction or letting anger affect your results. Moving on now to the 8 of Earth or the 8 of Pentacles. Alright. So this card is about high standards, okay? It's about passion and inspiration and hard work, okay? It is like, it can mean like an apprenticeship, okay? Like where you're perfecting your craft, you're building, you're hustling, okay? It's about getting this inner order because you have these high standards, okay? This guy is working to put up all of these pentacles just like perfectly like straight, okay? These pumpkins, they're just growing in a certain way. It's just like inner order, high standards, okay? This girl, her just aura just shows it, alright? Moving, well, wait, because in reverse, I'm sorry, I didn't say this. So in reverse, reversals are always just kind of the opposite of upright. So in reverse, this is like uninspired, lack of passion, unmotivated, not being committed to your craft, and having low standards. Okay, it means you're just not working as hard as you should be. Moving on to the 9 of Earth or the 9 of Pentacles. Alright. This is like rewards, okay? It's like the fruits of labor. Okay, it's being smart with money. It is like luxury, abundance, vitality, okay? Accumulation. This can also mean like self-love and just like happy and single, okay? Zoom in on some of these because I'm sorry about the lighting, you guys. I wish the lights were brighter in this room. In reverse, this can mean like kind of like living beyond means, like reckless spending, false success, codependency, and just not embracing independence because it's a very independent card. So moving on now to the 10 of Earth, the 10 of Pentacles. Exciting. We're almost done with one of the suits. So, the 10 of Earth is about stability and success and security, okay? It can be about like inheritance, legacy, okay? Absolute abundance, financial luxury, new and bigger opportunities, okay? It's really, it can mean a lot to do with wealth, okay? The Pentacles in general can do with money, can do with, you know, work, just very like 3D type things. But this is just like success in the earth element, if you will. In reverse, this card can mean like a lack of stability, a lack of success, a lack of resources, just feeling like you don't have what you want. So moving on now to the Page of Pentacles, the Daughter of Earth, whatever you want to call this, okay? The Cave of Coins. Wasn't that cool how I said it right before I flipped it? Alright, so the Page of Pentacles, or the Daughter of Earth, is about ambition and diligence, perseverance, desire. She's very grounded, okay? And this one, in this deck, there is no like page, there's no daughters. They call it cave instead. the Cave of Pentacles. Same with my Egyptian deck. The Egyptian deck and the tattoo deck are like that. Anyways, so this card, it's about resourcefulness. It's about having a clear vision and really like a thirst for knowledge. All of the pages are just like on the lookout for knowledge, honestly, all of them are. But the Daughter of Earth is just like looking for this like success, okay? Page is always a bit kind of like a younger feminine energy, just like in search of something, you know? So in reverse, this card can mean like a lack of commitment, because the Page of Pentacles is very, very just like committed. Earth is just very committed. So this can be in reverse: greediness, laziness, uncreative, or not dedicated to your dreams. So moving on now to the Knight of Pentacles, or the Son of Earth. And in this deck, the knights are usually girls. I love it. Anyways, so the Son of Earth, the Knight of Pentacles, same card. This is about hard work, responsibility, efficiency, okay? This card has a very slow energy. So if you're interested in timing, Earth is the slowest timing-wise, if you're wondering when you're doing a spread. So the Knight of Earth really just like thinks things through. He's very detailed oriented and takes his time, okay? But in the end, he is very responsible and he's very efficient. In reverse, this can mean laziness. It can mean obsessiveness, work going unnoticed, work without reward, or timing-wise, like you are moving too quickly for something to last long. You could also be moving too slowly. It can really go either way. But usually it's like too fast for it to last long, okay? Moving on now to the Queen of Pentacles, or the Mother of Earth. Love the Queen cards. It might just be a girl thing, I don't know, but love the Queen cards. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles, very practical, okay? Very nurturing, obviously, intelligent, diligent, comforting, because, you know, she's a mother. Definitely the most nurturing queen, okay? Successful and humble, smart and financially secure. All right, I'm gonna zoom in because, like I said, I wish the lighting was better, you guys. I'm sorry. Anyways, in reverse, this card can mean whenever queens are in reverse, it's like kind of just like more of a colder energy. Like they're not, it's like not as loving of an energy. It's like whenever a queen's in reverse, no matter what suit, it's like you're not living up to your full potential, okay? So in reverse, this card can mean self-centeredness, because upright, it's like very generous, okay? In reverse, this can mean jealousy, smothering, just like this really unabundant energy. It can mean you're not nurturing someone or something enough or correctly, okay? So, moving on now to the King of Pentacles, or the Father of Earth. Boom. Alright. The King of Earth is really about prosperity and abundance, of course, security, cooperation, very stable, very responsible, intelligent, and protective, okay? Also a very slow moving energy time-wise. And in reverse, this can mean like indulgence, greed, kind of like sensual in reverse, honestly. It could also mean that someone is cheap, or they are like career obsessed, okay? Because like I said, Earth is all about like career, work. In reverse, this can mean like you're obsessed with your career, you are too into it to care about other people, because Earth is the most nurturing sign, but in reverse, you know, it can mean you're just not doing that. So that was the Earth or Pentacles element, and now we are moving on to Air or Swords. So, a little about Swords. It can be the spades if you're using playing cards as tarot cards, which I love to do. And there's not really a debate with the spades. I'm pretty sure everyone just knows that swords or air are spades. So, anyways, let's get into it, okay? So, the Ace of Air is, so it's all about like communication and thought processes, and the Ace of Air is about clarity, okay? This is like truth coming out. It's a breakthrough. It's this very sharp-minded energy. This could mean like someone's confessing to something, or they're going to, okay? Because like the truth is coming out. Swords is like the card that represents justice the most, okay? It's the suit that represents justice the most. And it's really about cutting out what doesn't serve you when you get this card up right, okay? In reverse, it can mean confusion, possibly some chaos or brutality, dishonestness, unopen communication, or just not doing what's best for you, okay? Moving on now to the Two of Swords, or the Two of Air. Okay, I love this card. I always pulled this card a lot when I was first starting tarot. And honestly, like, this was my first deck. You hear me talk about this in the Major Arcana video. I explain it more. But it looks much nicer in that deck than the classic Rider-Waite. But this card is really like, it's kind of like stalemate, okay? Indecision, difficult choices, just like really indecisive. You're like stuck, you're literally blinded, okay? You don't know which choice is the right choice. You don't know what to do. At first I always thought this meant just like inner peace. I was like, ooh, which is kind of like, I don't know why they made it like that in my Native American deck. I don't know why they did this, but I also do, because it's like, that's what you need to hear in this situation. So that's really why. Like, this deck is, they just make everything sound sweeter, okay? In reverse, the Two of Swords can mean also just like confusion, okay? No right choice. Like the lesser of two evils, and you are just trying to see through this clearly. It can also mean just like impulsiveness. You're like, I have to make a decision, I don't know which to pick, boom, I'm just gonna go with this one, you know? Moving on now to the Three of Swords, or the Three of Air. Okay. So, I tend to get this card a lot too, which is kind of sad, but it's fine. The Three of Swords, you guys have probably like seen before, okay? Like, some people have merch. I know Stargirl has merch with the Three of Swords on it. It's a very like popular minor arcana card. And it's about suffering, okay? Grief, resentment, really just like, it's really just pain, okay? Like, the swords are through the heart. It's just pain. It's rejection. It's like a breakup, possibly. It is a breakup, depending on what it is. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it definitely can be. And it can be about just conflict and fighting and loneliness if it's not about an actual breakup, you know? In reverse, however, this card can mean like recovery, forgiveness, moving on, overcoming rejection, or just like accepting the pain. Usually it's just accepting the pain, you guys. So moving on now to the Four of Swords, or the Four of air. Really interesting artwork on all of these. I wish the lighting was better, you guys. So, Four of air is really about contemplation. It's just like a time to rest, a time to restore, okay? It's like solitude, taking a break, recharging yourself because you're just tired, okay? It's really just like recharging and reevaluating. In reverse, this card can mean like you're just like super burnt out, you're super stressed, you're like beyond tired, you're like restless, you need to take a break and recharge. If you get this card in reverse, it's like, yo, you're acting crazily because you need this break. Alright, moving on now to the Five of Swords, or the Five of Air. Alright, this is really about sneakiness. It is like winning at all cost. It is like unbridled ambition. It is gossiping, fighting, taking revenge. It's like having control issues. I wouldn't really say it's about fear, like my first deck does. I would say it's more about like, oh, like I'm doing this, I need to do this. Like, it might be out of fear, but really it's more of like a vengeful card to me, okay? In reverse, this can be about like desire to rekindle something, possibly like forgiveness, not trying to be so greedy or resentful, or it just really can be about resentment still. Alright? Moving on to the Six of Swords, or the Six of Air, which really just is about moving on, okay? So, the Six of Swords is moving on, leaving behind. It can be about like actual travel, or it can just be about transition, okay? This is like the card of clarity. I would always get this card when I was first starting tarot years ago. It's just like it's a sign from spirit, okay? That's my experience with this card. It's a sign from spirit, okay? You can get this card all the time for years straight, and it just means that you need to get on your path, okay? You might still be hurt from this situation. Like, usually you've gone through like this terrible situation and you are supposed to move on. You might still have baggage while you're moving on. You might still be hurt, but that's okay. This is a sign from spirit, okay? It's clarity. And in reverse, this card can mean like an unresolved issue, okay? Resisting this transition. Letting the pain get the best of you, and just emotional baggage. Moving on to the Seven of Swords, or the Seven of Air. So, this card is about tactics and strategy, okay? It can really be about trickery and deception and sneakiness, secretiveness, selfishness, okay, avoiding the truth. Really just like using your resources, just kind of being a dick. But it doesn't have to be. It can just be about like strategy. As you can see, he's just like taken most of the swords. But yeah, I'll zoom in so you guys can see. In reverse, this card can be about really like coming clean, the truth coming out, ending selfish tricks. It can be about just rethinking your approach, okay? Because it's about strategy upright. So in reverse, it's like rethink your strategy, okay? It can also be about deception in reverse too. Yeah, moving on to the Eight of Swords or the Eight of Air. Alright. So, this card is about self-victimization, okay? It is like you're imprisoning yourself, okay? This is entrapment. This is feeling stuck. This is feeling limited, helpless, and really just like bound by your circumstances, okay? She is obviously very tied up. Like, it's about someone interfering with you, okay? If you get this card, sometimes it can mean that like there is a spirit just kind of like interfering with the reading. Usually that's not the case. Usually it's just the meaning of the card, which is like self-entrapment, okay? In reverse, this card is much happier. It's about freeing yourself. It's about overcoming this entrapment. Getting to a more fruitful environment, okay? Moving on now to the Nine of Swords. Ugh! Okay, or the Nine of Air. So, this card, it's about hurt, okay? It is about trauma and hopelessness, anxiety, pain, just really going through a dark time, okay? You're worrying, you're overthinking, you are feeling lost, despair, okay? Distressed. In reverse, this card is happier. It's about, reaching out. It's about hope. Like you're feeling like you're done being hurt. You are like looking up what I can't speak, you guys. You're looking up from what feels like rock bottom. Okay? You are overcoming the trauma. In reverse, this card can also have some feelings of despair with it, because obviously you're coming from that, but really you're overcoming that, okay? Moving on now to the Ten of Swords or the Ten of Air. Alrighty, you guys. Almost done with a second suit. How exciting. This card is about... It can be about... So, it's hard to explain, because this is like the end of a difficult cycle, okay? It's the end of it. It's complete. However, you feel backstabbed, you feel betrayed, you feel defeated, like a failure, and like you're ready to just collapse. But you're at the end of it, okay? The cycle is complete. Even if you are thinking negatively, you're done going through that. That's really what this card means, okay? You can't really get stabbed anymore, In reverse, this card means like it only goes up from here. It can't get worse. This is the inevitable end, okay? Also, timing-wise, this could mean it is not over yet. It could mean it's almost over. It could mean you think this is over, but sorry, it's not quite over yet. Okay? Moving on now to the Page of Swords or the Daughter of Air. Okay? I really love this card, okay? Or the Cave of Coins. Not coins. Cave of Swords. Damn it. Alright. So, the Page of Swords. All of these cards are the same cards, you guys. It's the Page of Swords, the Daughter of Air. Same thing. Alright. This card means curiosity, okay? It can mean restlessness, but it is just all of this mental energy, okay? Like, the Page of Swords just thinks so much. She just, like, daydreams all the time, okay? She's very transparent. She's a great communicator, and she just always just, like, wants to know more. I feel like she would talk really quick like this if she was a person, okay? In reverse, it can mean, like, you're all talk, no action. It can mean manipulation, deception. You're not telling the full story. You're being untruthful, and you are not as innocent as you look, okay? All of the pages are this, like, young, feminine, innocent energy, really. And the Page of Air is just like this, it's the airy version of that, okay? I'm gonna move on now to the Knight of Swords, or the Son of Air. So this is like a very fast moving energy. Swords is like, I'm talking fast too. Swords is like the fastest sign. Swords and Wands, both very, very quick, okay? And especially when you get a Knight or a King, that just means timing-wise, this is happening very, very quickly, okay? So, impulsive, quick, action-taking, okay? He's very defensive, and very defensive of his beliefs, because he is very opinionated, okay? He's very fearless, very, very focused, alright? And in reverse, this card can be, like, unpredictable, okay? Like, not having direction, or just complete disregard for consequences, alright? Timing-wise, it can also mean, like, something's not moving fast enough, or it's moving too quick. Alright, moving on now to the Queen of Swords, one of my favorite cards in the deck, okay? Also called the Mother of Air. Ooh la la. Alright. Queen of Swords, very clear-minded woman, okay? So, complex, I can't speak, you guys. Complex, very, like, perceptive, okay? Intelligent, blunt. Also very classy and honest, alright? She's not gonna lie. She's confident enough to tell you exactly how it is. She is a great decision maker, okay? She's very analytical, very confident, okay? And just, like, very smart. She's, like, a good judge of character sometimes, alright? She is in her heart, but she's also complex enough to sometimes make exceptions, because she is this feminine, mothering energy, okay? Yeah. In reverse, any queen in reverse can mean just kind of cold-hearted, cruel, bitter. Specifically, the Queen of Swords in reverse is like you're not thinking, you're just not thinking, or you're not thinking clearly. Of course, it can mean, like, spiteful, but really just, like, verbally abusive and not being true to your heart, okay? Any queen in reverse is like you're not living up to your full potential, alright? Moving on to the King of Swords, or the Father of Air, alright? So, the King of Swords is very disciplined, alright? He's very honest, and strong, and smart. He's also very opinionated, but he is like he's a head over heart thinker. He's a head over heart person. He studies very thoroughly, and even though he's like very standoffish, as you can see, he's also very direct, okay? Like, he's kind of like to the point when he needs to talk to you, but he's also like, I'm just gonna be over here and mind my business and observe and take in this information, because, like, he's really very humble too, okay? In reverse, this can mean, you know, cruel, weak, because upright he is so strong, okay? In reverse, this can mean manipulative, vengeful, a person with, like, lots of mood swings, okay? This, like, strong, masculine, like, bipolar energy, or you're just, like, not checking facts like you should be, alright? So, that was the Swords suit. Moving on to Wands, or Fire, okay? And I'm getting pretty toasty in this room, so I am turning the space heater off. That was that noise, in case you were wondering. But anyways, we are getting into Fire now, you guys, alright? Halfway through. We made it. So, Wands is also fire, and if you use playing cards for tarot cards like I do sometimes, I say that fire is diamonds. Some people say clubs. To me, it's like without a doubt diamonds. How could you say clubs? But I wanted to throw that out there because there's apparently a lot of people who feel like it's clubs. All right. Anyways, let's get into this. I'm sorry about the lighting, you guys. But we are going to start off with the Ace of Wands, okay? So, fire is really all about creation. It's all about this creative energy. And the Ace of Wands is just this new inspiration, okay? It's willpower and desire and intensity. It's like new beginnings, manifesting, okay? Chasing your dreams, like really just like starting to put this to action, because fire is all about action. In reverse, this card can mean like a lack of energy, boredom, unpassionate, just not going for it even though it will work out, okay? Really just lazy, all right? Moving on to the Two of Wands, the Two of Fire. Now, I'll read off my little notes, what I wrote first, and then I'm going to tell you a bit different. All right. So the Two of Wands can be about planning and making decisions, possibly leaving home, really about options, okay? It's choosing between new paths, okay? And it's about taking a risk. So to me, this card is like, you know your options, but it's like you don't really want to make a decision. You don't know what decision to pick. You have no clue, okay? And it's like, that's why you're probably doing the reading. If you're doing a reading to find the answer and you get the Two of Wands, it's just like, here's some willpower, but like, we're not going to tell you what to do. Like, you need to listen to yourself for that. You need to figure something else out before you make this decision, because you clearly haven't made one yet, okay? That's what I get from the Two of Wands. In reverse, this card can mean, okay, a fear of change, playing it safe, possibly poor planning, and just not yet making a decision, okay? To me, that meaning is upright as well. But that's just me. Moving on now to the Three of Wands. Now, this card is really just like an extension of the Two of Wands, okay? I feel like a lot of cards in tarot are like this, in the minor arcana and the major arcana. But anyways, the Three of Wands is really about expansion, rapid growth, looking ahead, okay? You're like in a transition right now, but you have more of an idea of where you're going with it, okay? And it can also mean make time to respond to others. Okay, that's what I wrote down. But to me, the Three of Wands, if you're doing a reading and you get the Three of Wands and you're asking about a specific like decision you're trying to make, and you get the Three of Wands, okay? This means that you already know the answer. And if you get the High Priestess next to it, this is just like validation right there. Anyway, the Three of Wands is like, you're not really sure which choice you're gonna choose in this decision, but it's like, have integrity and like go with it, because you already know what decision you want to make. Like, you're leaning towards one. It's not like the Two of Wands where you have no idea. It's like, here's the Three of Wands. Like, you think you know where you're going, okay? There's two wands on this side and only one wand on that side. Like, you're leaning more towards this side, you know what I mean? So you should probably go with it. That's what I get from this card. In reverse, this can mean like delays, okay? Obstacles, frustration, not ready to move forward yet, not making contact with people, okay? Like, this is also like a yes and a no card. So if you're asking a yes or no question, you get the Three of Wands upright, the answer is yes. You get it in reverse, the answer is no. All right? Moving on now to the Four of Wands, the Four of Fire. All right. This card, This is a really nice card, all right, upright at least. So it's about community, home, celebration, luck, okay? This is like 1111. It's like joy. It's like having an amazing support system. You are on the right path. You are moving forward, okay? This is like completion, but it's obviously not yet complete. It's like, I mean, it could be, but you're on the right path when you get this card. Just know you're on the right path, all right? There's like a diamond between these wands. It's like, oh, like you're doing it, okay? And in reverse, this could mean kind of like a lack of support or a home conflict, because this card has a lot to do with home, okay? There's like a home or a castle. I don't know what that is in that card, okay? It's a mansion. This could mean like you're just feeling stuck or really like unlucky. You're just not embracing your situation if you get the Four of Wands in reverse. All right. Moving on now to the Five of Wands, the Five of Fire. This card is about rivalry. This is just a competition card. As you can see, they're fighting, okay? It's conflict. It's chaos. It's like everyone around you is very opinionated. It can mean like hard work and like you're kind of stressed from this hard work. But usually it's like you're stressed because you're like fighting in this situation. People are all very opinionated, and this is going to lead to a change, okay? This card basically means like a change is going to be inevitable because of this situation. You can't continue this conflict, you know, because this is just a rivalry conflict card. So in reverse, this can mean you're avoiding conflict. This could mean, could also mean you're like just respecting your differences, trying to avoid the conflict. But really it's like you're not working hard enough to create this change that you want. Or maybe it could be this change is definitely coming because this conflict can no longer last. Could really go either way. Moving on now to the Six of Wands, the Six of Fire. So, this card it's like a victory card. It's a success card. It could mean like a peace offering, but really, usually it's like a public reward. Like people are going to see this, okay? It's recognition, and it's not even the beginning of this recognition, okay? You're going to get so much more praise for this. This is just the beginning, honey. In reverse, this could mean like a lack of recognition. This could mean feeling unaccomplished, not quite there yet, especially timing-wise. It could mean not quite there yet. This could mean like access pride, like you are too prideful, okay? Calm down. We know you're great. We're sick of hearing it, okay? It can also mean like a punishment, like a public punishment, possibly too, okay? Moving on now to the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Fire. Alright. This card is about endurance, it's about perseverance, it's about defense and confidence and just like fighting through this, okay? There's obstacles, but you are standing your ground, you are maintaining control. You're fighting through this, okay? And in reverse, this can mean like you're overwhelmed, you're giving up, your confidence is destroyed, you are just like turning over power, like here you go, I can't do this anymore, you're just not standing your ground. Alright. Moving on to the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Fire. So, this card is super quick, okay? Obviously, Wands is super quick. Debatably the fastest suit, okay? Either Wands or Swords. Both very fast. But the fastest card in tarot, in my opinion, is the Eight of Wands. This means this is the fastest card, okay? So, rapid action, quick decisions, movement of energy, okay? Projects are starting, they're progressing, there's communication going on, it's going in the right direction, it's happening very quickly, okay? This is like, if you get this in a reading and you're actually connecting to someone and you are getting clear, cognizant information as well as pulling cards, and you get this, because I got this card a lot when I was first starting tarot, and of course it says insight on the card that's in my first deck I got. This means, you know, insight is coming to you, it's here now, you're hearing all of this right now, and it's like the answer is yes, okay? Because this is a yes or no card too, okay? If you get this card upright, it means yes. If you get this card in reverse, it means no. So also in reverse, this card can mean things are stalled, things are slowing down, because upright it's so quick, okay? There's uncertainty going on, there's panic, we're waiting for something, there is like a lack of communication, and pretty much like I said, timing wise, it's just not there yet. Okay. Moving on to the 9 of Wands, or the 9 of Fire. I feel like I almost say swords sometimes. If I did, I apologize. Obviously, wands and swords are different suits. I don't know if I did that or not, but yeah. 9 of Fire. Here we go. So, this is about resilience, grit, perseverance, motivation, okay? It's having inner strength. It is like you've been through so much, like you really have, okay? Like it's like the inner strength. So you've been through a lot, but you are still standing, okay? You might have walls up, you have the feeling that you need to protect yourself, probably rightfully so. But yeah, you're staying strong. That's what this card is. In reverse, this could mean, it could mean that you're not fully prepared for like a possible attack situation, or you're just feeling very exhausted, fatigued, or like questioning your motivations, like, why am I still doing this? Why am I still staying strong? I'm so tired, you know? Okay. Moving on to the 10 of Fire. We are almost done with the third suit. Can't believe it. I knew this video was going to be long. Kind of on pace with how I thought it was going to go. I knew it was going to be long because there's just lots of cards, you know? So this is the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Fire, okay? This is about responsibility, and it can be about accomplishment, but really it's like the sacrifice for the success. It is like you feel overwhelmed, you feel burdened, okay? It is like an unwanted obligation. He's just like so tired carrying all of these 10 wands, like it's just too much for you, okay? In reverse, this can mean like an inability to delegate, okay? It's like you're the boss and you're just not telling your employees what to do. You're just doing all of it when you could tell other people what they could do. You know, you're not delegating this responsibility well. Or it can just mean like you're overstressed, you're burnt out. It can also mean that you could handle more, but just choose not to. Usually that's not the case, but that can be the case sometimes, so I wanted to throw that out there. Alright. Moving on to the Page of Wands, or the Daughter of Fire. I love this card. Okay, also the Cave of Wands. This is about excitement, okay? It's about exploration, freedom, rejuvenation, okay? Creativity. So this is like, it's obviously a very fast card, and she's a risk taker, okay? Like, she loves getting these new ideas, okay? She loves taking action on them, okay? Like I've said before, all the pages are like this really like innocent, kind of naive, feminine, young energy, okay? But the daughter of fire is like, she's very intuitive, but she's really just like about this action. She's like, yes, like I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go get it, like that's my plan. In reverse, this can mean like you have a lack of direction, you're procrastinating, you're like creating conflict for some reason, or you're just like not taking action, you're not starting new projects, you're not feeling passionate enough to do so, or you're not feeling creative enough, you know? Moving on now to the Knight of Wands or the Son of Fire. Alright, so this card is very action-taking, obviously, loves adventure, fearless, okay? Very fast, obviously. Like I said, the Knights and the Kings, they really represent time a lot, and Wands is very fast, okay? The Knight of Wands is courageous. He's really amusing, he's funny, okay? He's very ambitious, and he's very charming and pushy, okay? If this is about a romance situation, and you get the Knight of Wands, it's like this guy, possibly this girl, but usually this guy is just like pushy. He's pushing you. I don't know. He's trying to get you to do something, and he's very charming, and he's very funny. So, be careful. In reverse, this can mean like impulsive, anger, recklessness, just kind of like a crazy energy. It could mean you're not fully dedicating yourself to something, because upright, this card is so dedicated. Okay, the Knight of Wands is dedicated. He's gonna go save something. He's gonna go prove something. You know, he's very passionate, and he's taking action. So in reverse, you could just not be taking action on your passions, and you're supposed to be. That's why you got the card. Alright, moving on now to the Queen of Wands. I love this card. Okay, she's even got a little kitty sitting next to her. Alright. Queen of Wands, Mother of Fire. Whatever you want to call her, she is courageous and determined. She is hot-headed. She is a go-getter. Okay? This card is like very like joyful, okay? Passionate. She's independent, and she's very confident, okay? She's a leader. She is sitting up there on her throne. Of course she is. I don't know if I already said this, but she's very passionate about things, and it's like that's how she got to where she is, because of her passions, because of just being this mothering energy, being a visionary, okay? Creating something and actually like already taking the action to get it, you know? In reverse, like I've said before, all queens are kind of just like selfish in reverse, especially the Queen of Wands. Jealous, insecure, impatient, okay? Maybe you're not taking action if you got the Queen of Wands, or you're not fully confident, or you could just be like unsure of something, because the Queen of Wands is like, I already have it figured out, okay? But in reverse, this could mean you're just like kind of unsure, like you don't know what to trust, you know? Okay. Moving on to the King of Wands, the Father of Fire. Whoa there. So, he is a leader. That's the biggest thing about him. He's a leader. He has overcame challenges. He is continuing to overcome them sometimes. He is the big picture thinker, okay? He's very smart, very brave and fearless. Obviously very creative. He's just really a dreamer, you know, because he's so good at manifesting. And obviously time-wise, very fast moving card. Very fast. Yeah. In reverse, this could mean impulsiveness, okay? Maybe a bit too quick. Maybe a bit too overbearing. Overtaking, okay? having unachievable expectations is a big one, or just being like explosive and mean, okay? So that was fire. That was wands, you guys. And we're moving on to the final suit, which is good because I'm getting tired sitting in this position. Moving on to cups or water, okay? I do want to say that if you are using playing cards as tarot cards like I like to do, then hearts is the water suit or the cup suit, okay? I don't think there's any debate about this like there is for earth and fire. I'm sorry, I can't speak. It's been an hour now. For cups, it's just hearts in the playing cards, okay? So, here we go. We are going to get into it, you guys. Ace of Water. So, Ace is all about like a new opportunity, something new coming in, okay? All of the aces in the classic deck, they're just like presenting you with something. And water is all about emotions, okay? All about feelings and intuition. So the Ace of Water is about these new feelings, these upcoming emotions, okay? This fertility, this abundance, this satisfaction, this like new creativity, this spiritual thing, this new intuition coming to you, okay? In reverse, this card can mean just like emptiness, okay? Unsatisfied, lack of abundance, maybe just like a lack of feelings in general, or an emotional block, or a creative block, okay? Moving on now to the Love card, the Two of Water, the Two of Cups. I love that there's two girls in that card. I've never noticed that before. Okay, so this card is very romantic, okay? This is the Love card. Now, obviously, maybe not obviously, you might be a beginner, but in the major arcana, there is the Lovers, okay? But in the minor arcana, this is the card of love, okay? So if you get both of them, this must be romance. But if you just get this, it doesn't have to be romance, okay? It can mean just a unity, a partnership, a connection, okay? Harmony, balance, peace, okay? Just mutual loyalty with anyone in your life, okay? This can be a best friend situation. I'm not going to name off all the types of relationships. I have other videos where I do that multiple times, okay? Family, business, what have you. This is a partnership, and this is mutual. In reverse, this can mean imbalance, okay? Single-sidedness, tension, just feeling unloved somehow, okay? It could be broken communication, broken promise, broken partnership, whatever that may be, and you just need to reevaluate the situation, okay? Okay. Now, moving on to the Three of Cups, the Three of Water. The last card was about love. This card is about friendship, okay? The Three of Water. Friendship, community, correspondence, really just like happiness, okay? Like it's fullness, okay? It is like you have this reunion, you have this celebration. This can also be about lessons. This can also be about like a third-party influence, okay? Whatever that means for you, whatever that means for your reading, why you're doing this spread and this card came up, okay? Really, it's just like the card of like community and multiple people, you know? So, in reverse, this can mean overindulgence, gossip, possibly isolation, okay? It could go either way. Maybe you're overindulging in these people and these friends. Maybe you're underindulging and you feel isolated. So this is like a need of reunion. This is like a need for community acceptance. That's a big one. Moving on now to the Four of Cups, the Four of Water. Ooh la la. Okay, this is the card of really contemplation, disconnectedness, okay, distractedness. Look at this dude. This little puffball, cloud, whatever this is trying to hand him the fourth cup, and he's just like, like distracted with his own thoughts, just disconnected, bored, like weird feeling, okay? He's not taking the offer, he's uninterested, okay? Really, the abundance is all right here. That's why in this deck, it's called Four of Water Abundance, because it's like, this deck just makes everything sound positive. It's like, hey, no, like, you have this here. You have this fourth cup. You're just the one not taking it, all right? That's your problem, dude. But you have it. You have this abundance. But the Four of Cups is like, you're not taking it, okay? In reverse, this can mean like sudden awareness, sudden acceptance. You're done with the sadness. You're choosing happiness. You're choosing to take the cup. You're finally taking the offers that are granted to you. Okay? Alright. Oh my god. 5 of Cups, 5 of Water. Okay? Notice just like the maze in his head in this card, okay? This is self-pity. This is like loss, grief, loss of interest, okay? A pessimistic view, living in the negative, obviously. Depression, rejection, just feeling very emotional and wrapped up in your emotions, okay? In reverse, this card can mean acceptance. It can mean, finding peace, moving forward, moving on, overcoming these negative emotions, getting out of this mind maze that you're in, okay? All right. Moving on to the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Water. Now, I like this card. I used to get this card quite a bit when I first started tarot, okay? This is about a familiarity, something you're familiar with, happy memories, okay? It can mean healing ancestral wounds. It can mean friendship. It can also be very flirty, okay? Like, it's pleasure. It's like, if you get this and the love card, this is like a flirty thing, okay? It's like a no strings attached offer. It's like the offer you're wanting. It's a very pleasurable offer, okay? So if you get this, the 6 of Cups with the 2 of Cups, go for it, guy or girl, Okay, in reverse, this card can mean like moving forward, like moving on, leaving home, independence, not needing anybody right now. Okay, it's like you got the pleasure you need within yourself, girl or guy. All right. Moving on to the 7 of Cups or the 7 of Water. What does this card mean, okay? It means you have all these choices in front of you, okay? There's like an access of choices, and you're just searching for purpose, okay? You are exploring your options, you're daydreaming, okay? You're thinking about, fantasizing really about all these possibilities, maybe feeling overwhelmed by all these opportunities. Maybe some are illusions, maybe some are real. You don't know, you're just kind of trying to evaluate it, or you're just kind of like, like in mesmerization of all of it. Anyways, in reverse, this can mean like you have like a lack of options. You feel like there's not enough opportunities for you. You might feel just very confused. Maybe there is, but you're just kind of having like a lack of purpose issue going on in your head right now. You're not dreaming big enough. Yeah. All right. Moving on now to the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Water. This card is about walking away. It's about leaving things behind. It's about taking a step back to find yourself. It's like introspection, trying to overcome what you think could possibly be illusions, okay? So in this deck, it's called stagnation because you're like, I don't know about this. I just need to step away, reevaluate because it seems like it's not good, okay? In this card, it's like the sun and the moon are like together because you just, there's stuff to think about, okay? In reverse, this is like fear of change, fear of loss, okay, avoidance, needing to walk away for a bit to better yourself. Maybe you haven't done that yet. All right. Moving on to the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Water. This card is about joy, it's about satisfaction, it's about luxury, feeling content, feeling emotionally stable, okay? This dude just looks so happy, like he's got 9 cups, like yes. It's like a wish come true, it's like everything's coming together. This is also a yes or no card, so if you ask a yes or no question, this comes up, comes up face front. This is a yes. If it comes up in reverse, the answer is no. Okay, in reverse, this can mean a lack of inner joy, dissatisfaction, okay, feeling uncontent, and just like your wish is not granted, like instability, you know. All right, moving on now to the 10 of Cups. You guys, we are almost done, and my pregnant butt is glad because I'm about to have a baby any second, and I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable right now. Okay. Whew. Here we go. The 10 of Cups, the 10 of Water. This is, okay, fulfillment. It's about inner happiness, like dreams coming true. It's dreams coming true, okay? This is an amazing card. It's like complete abundance, everything you want, harmony. If you don't have it right now, it is all coming your way, okay? In reverse, this can mean just like shattered dreams, okay? Domestic disharmony, broken family, feeling totally unfulfilled, but there's always something you can do to change that situation, all right? Moving on now to the Page of Cups, the Daughter of Water, the Cave of Cups, whatever you want to call her. Okay, this is such like a dreamer energy, okay, very sensitive, very loyal, okay, very intuitive. Obviously, Cups is the most intuitive, sensual, sensitive, suits, you know. This could mean like a happy surprise is coming, this could mean a message is coming through. This can just mean like a flow of intuition is coming through, okay? Like I've said before, pages are just always like this young feminine on the quest for knowledge and intuition energy, you know? And in reverse, this can mean disappointment. This can mean emotional immaturity, insecurity, feeling betrayed maybe, or just like not trusting your intuition. All right. Moving on to the Knight of Cups or the Son of Water. All right. So he is very idealistic, okay? Very caring, very charming. So he follows his heart, and he is just very romantic, okay? This is like one of the most romantic cards. This could be like a love offer, okay? Or possibly just any like new opportunity, and it's good news, all right? Timing wise, it's kind of slow. Knights and Kings, they just represent timing a lot for some reason, but as well as the other cards that I mentioned, the timing wise stuff. But Knight of Cups, he's definitely very romantic. He's very charming, probably very funny too, but also very like serious and just like deep, you know? It's a person coming in that you can have a conversation with, okay? If you get this mixed with some love cards like the 2 of Cups or the 6 of Cups, then take this love offer, okay? In reverse, this can mean moodiness, disappointment, just kind of like blandness, or there's like no new offer or opportunity coming through, sadly. But really, it's not so sadly, because if there's nothing coming, you don't need it. Okay. Moving on now to the Queen of Cups or the Mother of Water. Sorry about like the jerky camera, you guys. That's just how I'm feeling. All right. Queen of Cups, you guys. I love this card, okay? It's this mothering, nurturing, intuitive energy, but she is like the most compassionate of all the queens, okay? She's the most calm. She's the most comforting. She's the most intuitive, the most emotional, debatably the most caring. Her and the Queen of Earth are very both caring. But she's very idealistic, and she's also very stable. Okay? She just takes emotion into consideration the most. And yeah. Like I said, she's just the most intuitive, and she just knows. She reminds me of the High Priestess quite a bit. Yeah. Alright. In reverse, just like any queen, it could mean just kind of moodiness and coldness. But especially for the Queen of Cups, it can mean insecurity, dependence on someone else, feeling unloved, and not taking care of yourself emotionally, and just like too wrapped up in something. Okay? Moving on now to the last card, but definitely not least, the King of Cups, or the Father of Water. Okay? So, the King of Cups, he is all about balance, really. He's very compassionate, very, very good at his job and controlling whatever he's doing, okay? He's very understanding, the most understanding of the kings. He's very adaptable, very romantic, most romantic of the kings, emotional, smart, sensitive, the most honest of the kings, and obviously very caring. So, also timing-wise, he's coming kind of slow, but it's like he's very stable. He's the most honest. He's the most romantic, so it's worth it. Okay? In reverse, this can mean moodiness, coldness, not giving love, not being understanding, or being wrapped up in anger. Okay? This can be like a bipolar, masculine, powerful energy. Okay? But yes, that was all of the minor arcana, you guys, in under an hour and a half. So, whew, glad it didn't take me too long. Glad I did it. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. Probably the last video I'm going to do before I give birth. Really, who knows? But baby is coming anytime now. So I also wanted to do this before because I knew it was going to be a long video. And I'm sorry about the lighting. It's kind of dim here. I'm actually in baby's room right now because I've just been nesting like crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please watch more in like the Learning Tarot, I think it's called, playlist. And yes, I will be adding more to that in the future. Right now it's really just like tarot for beginners, and then the major arcana, and then now the minor arcana video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I love that you guys have an interest in tarot. It's definitely a very nice tool to use to get info, and definitely gonna be doing videos in the future on how to like not use tarot, because like you really don't need it. You can get this information intuitively, but I mean, I still use it because it is a good tool to help clarify messages you are getting, or to help spark them. Okay, so check out that major arcana video if you're interested, or just watch the first like 7 minutes of it where I explain my decks if you're interested. Okay, we have the Native American, the classic Rider-Waite, Egyptian, I call this the pretty card deck, Santa Muerte, I call it the skull deck, and like the inked deck, the tattoo tarot. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great week, great month, great life, and I will be back as always next week with another video on a totally different topic, because I talk about aliens and like why you should not have fluoride and calcium and great stuff like that. lots of different stuff every week. Okay, I love you guys. Love and light, and the hybrid children are coming soon.